What up, everybody? It's your boy DMV. Got my boy Elton here, and we are here to talk the draft. All right, here to
Yep.
talk that draft. Let me hide that name real fast so you can see my man Elton's name right here. Woo wee! We here to talk the draft. We here to talk about Dak. We got a little bit of surprise for you guys later on in the show. But start the show, man. Actually, let's talk. Let's probably talk Dak after. Let's talk draft first. We're gonna dive into the first and the second round um names. Pretty much, we're gonna go into names right now. Not necessarily who we think we're gonna get, but I challenged you to come up with 5 names for the first round. What the fuck?
What?
It says my computer's hibernating
Oh, I damn still see
when I'm
you.
sitting here on it.
Yeah,
You still see me?
yeah. Everything's still good.
All right, it's all good. All right, so we challenge you to come up with 5 names, right? First round, second round. So, who are your first round names?
Chase Young, Kinlaw,
Okay.
Kenneth Murray, Trayvon Diggs, probably Fulton, and maybe CJ Henderson.
Okay, yeah. See, it was hard for me to come up with 5 too. I had 6. So the first round names, and these are all guys that I think will have a shot at getting. Uh, got Chase Young from LSU, who had you there?
Yeah. Now, now.
Yo, Matt.
Yeah. Shit, you want to start over?
Oh, yes, sorry about that, fam. You know, YouTubers sometimes players mess up, man. Players F up out here. Probably heard me cussing, seeing me trying to get everything back together. It is what it is. Me trying out new things before the draft come up, man. So, I mean, all right. So let's start it over. So look, we're gonna go over players in the first round of
How
the
about we
draft.
do shit? Just start the live over because it's like 13 minutes of nothing.
Yeah. All right. So your first five in the first round.
What I said, Chaseon, Fulton, Diggs, Kinlaw, and Kenneth Murray.
Okay. So what were your thoughts behind the names of guys that you picked?
I mean, I think probably other than Kinlaw, they all did virtual interviews with the Cowboys, so his names and you already know how they like to draft people they actually visit and
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then talk to. So
The one thing that I like about this class and that I like about this coaching staff is I don't necessarily. I mean, you can look at our organization and say we go safe, so we're gonna pick a guy that we don't think is gonna bust. That's gonna be a solid player. Um, you can still say that, but the whole Boise premise of us going to strictly get Garrett guys is kind of over. I think that we could possibly get some dogs. So I share some of the same names that you have. I have Chase on from LSU, edge player that I think can set some attitude with our defense. I got Christian Fulton, cornerback from LSU. Slash, I got C.J. Henderson. I kind of feel like uh, they're probably, juggling between those guys. Um, and then I got Kenneth Murray, linebacker from Oklahoma, who can do it. He's got some tricks in his toolbox and whatnot. Grant Delpit, safety out of LSU, who also had a virtual visit with them as well. Who is probably climbing back up the draft boards after dropping, after running that 4.39. Um, and then I got Zach Bond out of Wisconsin, outside linebacker,
yeah,
who actually fits that mold of the type of player that I was talking about. Who not necessarily he's not necessarily he's a solid player. I don't think that he is a dog, but he goes with what they have normally drafted. That type cast of guys. What's going on, Vosh? My man Vosh is over there. Vosh is in here. What's going on, Vosh? Yes, sir. So, I guess out of those, if we had to narrow it down, we don't necessarily got to do it today. Who's your dark horse out of the people that you named?
probably if I had to pick another name, they actually might take is what is it? It's Spencer.
Hold on, you said who?
It's Spencer.
Okay, gotcha. You got him maybe trading back, or you got him standing at 17 and getting.
I don't think they take him at 17, but I think if they trade back, he's a name.
Okay, so maybe we'll save that for a little bit later because we're gonna talk about possible trades. All right, so moving on, we're going to the second round. Now, I had a couple of reaches, but it's also based on visits and needs or whatnot. I'll go first, and then I'll let you go. My reach for second round is T. Higgins. I'm high on T. Higgins. I said that quite a bit. That's probably my pet cat in this draft so far because he actually fits the mold of what Mike McCarthy likes at receiver. A 6'4" guy with good route running ability, great hands, can play the ball in the air. is a sleeper at the wide receiver position because he's not a burner like the other guys. Where he's not quick. You know what I mean? He is an actual technician at 6'4", kind of like a Plaxico Burris type, uh, Devontae Adams type. My second name is Marlon Davidson, DN out of Auburn, because we got to start stocking up defensive players to fit what we're trying to do. I watched a video that Bob did a while ago on the type of things that Mike Nolan likes to do. He likes to have it's kind of a hybrid between the 3-4 and the 4-3. I know when he came in from the Ravens ran the traditional 4-3, and then he switched into a 3-4. So I can see that somewhat being something he does better. I got Curtis Weaver out of Boise State. Uh, I know we're trying to get away from the Boise State, thing, but that's a name that popped up to me. He's an edge guy, not bad, has some bend. Um, is a very solid player. What's going on, Cajun Cowboy? I got KJ Hamler out of Penn State, who will be in range. It's not bad, not a bad player, pretty solid. Actually, that would be a really good player for us in the second round. Fit a need, and then I got Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver out of USC. He'll also be in range, and he's also a guy that they've shown a little bit of interest in. What you got?
I got Jalen Rager from TCU.
Uh,
I got Hamler. I got Delpit, just
okay.
in case he don't. And I got Caesar Ruiz from Michigan for obvious reasons. And I got Antoine Whitfield Jr., somebody who they really like.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is a lot of the guys you named are like when you look at the board, they're like borderline first round, end of the first round type guys. You know what I mean? But remember, we didn't think Connor Williams would be there when we picked him. We damn for sure didn't think that Jalen Smith would be there when we picked him in the second round when we did. So things happened in the draft, and this year's a little weird because they're not having an opportunity to meet with a lot of these guys. So there's going to be some guys that fall because maybe some people didn't do very well in their virtual interview. Whereas if it was a hands-on type of thing where they could have worked them out in drills and stuff, so I think that a lot of teams are going to be afraid of making that bust type pick, so they might make a little bit more safe picks, and it might leave some of these guys that you named on the board. Um, Lamar says, Peter King says Dallas loves Caesar Ruiz, so um, I can definitely see that, and you also have to keep it. You got to also keep that open too as well because if we trade back, we're also in the position to where if we're in the second round or late second round, you go up and get one of those guys. So I definitely could see a lot of the people that you named. Um, is anybody that you named part of your trade predictions or whatnot, or is that like a preview?
See Caesar Ruiz.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so that's a little bit of a preview of what we're going to talk about, and actually, it's a segue now. So we're going to talk about possible trade trades or whatever. And so me and Elton, what we were able to do, and I'll bring it up on the screen right now, see if I can share it or whatnot. Sorry, let me see if I can share my screen. So I was able to go, and Jimmy Johnson, I believe, created this a long time ago, where it's the trade value chart. So, and let me know if you can see it or whatnot. Because if it acts slow, then I'll just. But what we tried to do was try to, create some possible scenarios with trade partners in this draft. And so I don't know why it ain't picking up, but anyway, you still hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just skip that part. So not skip it, but we're gonna talk about possible trade scenarios. So if you guys have an opportunity, go check out like one of the trade value charts and see where Cowboys might possibly trade down or where they can trade up or whatnot. So hey, Quest, we're gonna talk about Dak a little bit later. We wanted to get all that stuff out of the way, then we're gonna talk good old Dak. So stay tuned. Victor, we're gonna talk Dak a little bit, but we're gonna talk about possible trade scenarios right now in the draft. Um, what what was your first trade scenario? I got two possible trades.
I can see them trading back and say like the 27 range, where because I know it is definitely a lot of talk of them trading back and actually picking. Caesar Rule is sort of like I said the other day how 2013 turned out. They actually didn't like who they liked at 17. Then they traded all the way back and ended up getting Travis Frederick.
So what do you have us giving up in order to do that? Possibly something from next year, or like something from like you see us giving up our second round,
Well,
third
if
round.
we if we traded back, we would get an extra second.
Okay, so you see us trading back and not trading back into the first round.
I I see probably from anywhere trading back from sort of like Miami. Sort of like if Miami wanted to come back to back and they got extra seconds also, so they can give us an early second. And
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, if they wanted to go back to back, they could give us yeah. How many second rounds do they have? They have, let's see, one, two. Yeah, so they have two. Either way, honestly, however they wanted to move it, because that 17th pick that we have is worth 950, and then they got a pick. So the 26th pick is worth 700. So we have to find 250 somewhere in value, and maybe we move up, maybe we swap seconds with them or something like that. Swapping seconds might make a little bit better if we do that. If we swap it, if we move down, then move up to number 39. That might be worth the while right there, in order to make that trade happen. And I'm actually okay with that. If they move up and they want to go back to back, more than likely I see Miami moving up if they want to get a quarterback, and that's kind of what I was thinking. My trade scenario actually is for a quarterback. I could see New England trading up from 23 to 17, and in order to do that, they'd have to give up their 87, their third round pick, and their fourth round pick, in order to trade up and get a quarterback. Now, I know it's not normally something that they would do, but they would also still be left with their 100th pick. So if they get their quarterback, I mean, for the most part, New England doesn't have super gaping holes. So if they got a quarterback that they really like, I could definitely see them coming up and getting them. Being that they just hired a quarterback coach, nobody knows what they're going to do at the quarterback position right now. It's probably the way that the draft will fall. If if Love is there, they could probably move up and get him. That's probably what I'm thinking. I don't necessarily believe that. I think they're gonna get a quarterback in the later rounds or in the mid round. They ain't gonna try that Tom Brady crap again. They're gonna have to get somebody with talent, I think. So that was my first one.
what
So
if they traded up and then since they're full on rebuild mode, they ain't gonna say it. What if they offered Gilmore with it?
if they offer Gilmore to move up,
And
just to move up,
yeah,
what's his contract like? I
well,
honestly it don't matter. Honestly, it don't matter. I would take it. If they're just trying to move up 6 slots and they give us Gilmore, that's a no brainer to me. It's an absolute no brainer. I'm gonna
I
try.
mean,
I'm gonna try and
I'm
add.
not saying that is gonna happen, but because you already know Bill, he ain't gonna keep you around long, especially because he actually got a plan.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try and add my man Irvin to this. My man E2 Blue. E2 Blue is definitely trying to get on board. He's trying to get a draft talk. I'm curious to see what he wants to talk about as well. Let's see. But in the meantime, I'm going to tell you my other trade. So while I'm trying to upload it, I see us getting Jamal Adams for number 17 and possibly giving up a third rounder from for next year. That's another scenario that I think that we would be very happy with walking away. Being that we have two safeties right now that are on 1 year deals. We have Xavier Woods and we also have Ha Ha Clinton Dix. Both of them are on pretty much. Well, Ha Ha Clinton Dix is on a prove it deal, an approve it situation. So I mean, I think that's my other trade scenario. That's my surprise scenario. Let me know what you guys think of that. What's your other? Do you have any more field?
Saying I could in my move up scenario, I could see them. This is me. Cause say if Jeff Okuda slides to round number one, I mean say like number nine,
Uh
I
huh.
could see them trading up with like Jacksonville and actually giving up our second and third round pick.
Interesting. So you're saying we move up and then we give Jacksonville our second and third? Hmm. Would you be? How would you feel about that?
If to me, to me, I'm about getting the guy you want. Price is not a thing to me. If to me, if that's the guy, go and get him.
For me, I'm iffy because I've seen it before. I've seen it before, and quite honestly, corners that get drafted really high, for the most part, aren't your best corners, which is kind of weird. Jalen Ramsey, yeah, that happened to work out, but for the most part, your better guys are mid round to late round guys because when you're drafting a corner that high, for the most part, you ain't got the things around it to make them better anyway or to help. You don't got the front seven, and you probably ain't got a safety to match with them. And in our case, until we prove otherwise, we ain't got the front seven and we ain't got the safety to match with them. We got a brand new scheme, doing all of that, giving up a lot of real estate in order to do so. When we're trying to build something new, we would have to we would have to rely on undrafted guys again to come in and play well, or late round guys. The situation that we were trying to get away from, where we were depending on guys that just don't have the pedigree to jump in there and play. That's how I feel about it. Do I like the player? All right. Is he worth trying out a whole bunch of undrafted guys in prime time for Dallas Cowboys? Probably not. Unless, I mean, the NFL is a little different now, and the days of the prime times and those guys are over because
Yeah,
prime time was shutting down his side. Remember, teams were running the ball a lot, so it was just a little different. Today, you really could get away with guys that just have a little bit of length that understand IQ. You know what I'm saying? That understand the IQ and spacing of the field, and then you can put a safety over top. I kind of feel like a safety. If you can find you a safety, that's a little bit more important than a corner. But that's just my thoughts. I want to reflect a little bit. What's going on? And I'm gonna take this time to say what's up to a couple people out there. What's going on, Victor? What's going on, Lamar? Quest 36. PT, what's going on with y'all? Lamar says that PFF has Christian Fulton
as the second best corner. From me watching tape, I have to agree with that. I think that he's better than Henderson, um, who is kind of widely renowned as the second best corner on a lot of people's board. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Henderson. He was getting cooked all last year.
Does it have something to do with your Florida State ties, brother?
No, it actually really don't. I mean, I actually do have a thing against Florida DBs. They just don't pan out.
uh, Dang, they hates Henderson. uh, Manuel Corona says, remember, some of our corners are in contract years, so hopefully they play even better so they can get their bag. I actually think they will, to be honest with you. I like those guys. Do I think they're going to play out of their minds to earn $17 million a year type deals? No. I think they'll play well enough for us to sign them back again, and I'll be fine with that. See if Elton got. I'm not Elton. Let me see if Irvin got my invite because I don't. But anyway, let's move on to our latest topic, which is Dak Prescott. Man, Dak Prescott's all over the news. I've been watching NFL Network. Dak this, Dak that, Dak. Dak apparently TMZ reported he had a party of close to 30 people, and so what were your initial thoughts when you heard that report?
I didn't care. I really didn't care. The only thing that actually pissed me off is he invited somebody and they damn took pictures of the party. That pissed me.
True. I mean, at this point, man, if y'all ain't learned, if y'all ain't learned the damn lesson yet, man, look, make these people sign the damn NDA and hold your freaking phones at the door, bro. Yeesh, man. You know what I mean? Like, how many times you gotta learn, Zeke? You know what I mean? Like, not even Zeke, because Zeke ain't throw the party. This is Dak this time. But you know what though? A lot of times Zeke be cutting up, Dak be right with him, but Dak just know when to like stop. Like you know how you might be in class or whatever. You got that one friend that gets in trouble and the other one don't. Like don't mean
Like,
that the other one
oh,
is cutting up.
like,
Yeah, exactly. At the right time, that's Dak. And Zeke's still going. You know what I mean? Zeke get caught, but I mean I don't know if you remember a while ago when those two got caught with TMZ buying them penis guns, them penis water guns. So I mean Dak be right along with him though, but I mean he's a good
actually, the whole damn O line was there also too.
leader. So I mean it is what it is. I mean some of these guys, I'm not gonna say they're clowns. They had a dinner party. It was for his birthday or whatnot. So it is what it is. Um, but the one thing that kind of rubbed me a little bit the wrong way is that Steven, made sure he tried to jump out in front of this and was interviewed saying, he talked to Dak and Zeke about having social gatherings and all of that type of stuff. But then Dak comes out with a statement saying the inaccuracy of the reports, saying that it was less than 10. Now, normally Dak don't say nothing. He get all of the scrutiny and they say all they want about Dak. Dak normally don't make statements like this, but Dak made sure he jumped out in front of this. So what were your thoughts on Dak making a statement and Steven saying something completely different?
That thing to me, Steven was just saying it to be in front of the media. Yeah, all right, guys, we are taking care of it. To me, I didn't sweat it too much because everybody swear the Cowboys don't have any control. And actually, to me, Dak is out of the bullshit because Come to find out, one of the pictures they damn showed was from a restaurant. It actually wasn't even from Dak's house.
Wow.
But in the media, you actually think that was Dak's house. It really wasn't. A lot of those pictures wasn't even from Dak's house. It actually was from the restaurant he damn ordered the food from.
That's
So he's
wild.
like,
That's wild. I didn't even know that. So I mean, it's come to a time where media, the accountability has been an issue for me with the media for a long time because when you're wrong, like nobody wants to point the fingers at themselves and say that I'm wrong. Like you got the Stephen A. Smiths and those guys out there that jump to conclusions. But then when a guy like Dak makes a statement like that, let's see how many of them call him to be on the show and to to back up the validity of what he was saying. You know what I mean? How many of them also will apologize or say I'm sorry for jumping the gun based on some sources? Can't nobody go nowhere right now. So how the hell TMZ know 30 people was over there unless they was over there? Unless they was putting people in danger. The same things that that they're putting on that and doing. They're doing the same thing.
to me, all those TV guys are full of shit anyway, because they actually have people they don't know come in their house every day to damn set up cameras so they can come on TV. It's the same thing.
Exactly. Um, for me, I mean, I went to I put it this way. I mean, I went to my mom's house for dinner that's right down the street. Like, I mean, are we gonna say like I shouldn't do that or I don't know. For me, I just think that if you want to have 400 people at his house and 400 people want to be dumb enough to show up and all of them get it or whatever, then F it. You know what I mean? Like I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I don't really care too much.
Me either.
Anyway,
Me either.
um,
And
but I do think that I think that it's interesting that this is what's being painted around the time of his contract, though. You know what I mean? I do think that's an issue, and I think that for Steven to say we had a talk with them, kind of an issue to me. I told you this earlier because Steven, I don't want to hear from you unless we talking the deal, bro. If
yeah, I'm
we ain't
like,
talking,
oh, I don't work for you right
yeah, like how about you social send this contract over here? Talk about social distancing. How about you send me my money, bro? And or how about we talk about that? You know what I mean? Like, and then also on top of all of that, what's the other story that's being painted about that as well? On top of being a party boy,
now. He's selfish
not even that. Well, yeah. You're right. He's selfish because of what?
because damn, he won't show up to virtual off season. I'm not showing up either.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not signing that tag. I'm not showing up. We either have a long term deal or else don't talk to me.
but even if they had a long term deal, is it that big of a deal that he's not showing up to voluntary uh, that stuff? Is it that big of a deal? Because I mean, I don't know. When you're a veteran quarterback and you've been at it for about 4 years now, I mean,
It's
when
a
you're a
big
veteran
deal for
quarterback,
Mike
you kind of do
McCarthy.
stuff like that.
It's a big deal for Mike McCarthy because it's his first year.
Yeah,
And
and I can
you
see
know
that,
what?
but
If he had his deal,
I can see that too. But at the same time, is Mike McCarthy pushing him to get a deal done? Maybe he is, maybe he not. But I mean, right now we're all just sitting here twiddling our thumbs. No deal on the table, no voluntary workouts. I mean, I wouldn't do it either. But let's not act like Mike McCarthy haven't seen this before. How many years in a row did Brett Favre fake his way out of retirement so he didn't have to go to training camp and have to go to these OTAs and stuff? Oh, we
yeah,
gonna forget about that though, right?
yeah, he actually did it. 4 years. He was full out retired in 2008.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Dak is Brett Favre or anything, but I mean, I'm just saying like it's part of the business at this point. Um, and I believe that Ladonna, one of our homegirls in the Cowboys group, was able to post where Tom Brady was missing voluntary workouts all the time and doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. Now at this point in his career, he can do whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, um, there's guys under contract that do this, that miss voluntary work, and it's not even a workout, bro. It's a virtual meeting. At the end of the day, if they want them there, man, get the deal done, or we should be talking about what the deal is on the table. But I don't like he threw a party. All of a sudden, now he ain't coming to the voluntary workouts. Like, come on, man. Like what are we doing here? Is this just a coincidence, or is somebody leaking stuff in order for it to look a certain way?
It's always we're the only team that actually do that. But so in damn turn, the players are holding out because you actually can't go about it the right way and then get a deal done in Dallas anymore. They ain't gonna do it.
Facts. Everybody gets discredited except for Zach Martin.
But Zach Martin held out to get his deal done.
But
He,
how many of these people are saying Zach Martin was selfish? Not a damn soul is saying that. They saying, "Hey, get yours." Rightfully so. I was saying the same thing too. I said the same thing for D-Love. And in all honesty, the only person I didn't say it for was Zeke. I thought Zeke, I thought Zeke had 2 years on his deal. This should have been the year he was doing it. I think Zeke
no,
doing it last year kind of set us back.
look, looking back at it now, Zeke did it right. Because if Zeke would have played out his deal, they actually would have been bullshitting. Zeke, well, you have played 6 years. You actually got all these carries. We don't know.
You got a good point there.
We don't know Zeke.
Touche, sir. Touche, touche, touche. You got a point. But at
Zeke
the end of
did
the
what he
day,
was supposed to do.
but at the end of the day, people calling Dak selfish. They didn't force every damn body that done it. And if they don't want you there, you get the treatment that Byron got. You get the treatment that Quinn got. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't want you there, you ain't gonna get nothing at all. They ain't even gonna talk to you. They gonna let you walk. You get the
They
Cole
didn't
Beasley.
even
You get the Cole
in
Beasley.
the damn contract. They was like, you, well, how much? Thank you for your service.
Let me see some of these comments though, because this kind of is jumping off right now. Let's see. So Mr. Wright, Antoine Meyer says, well, if they have a contract for Dak, right, but he wants 4 years instead of five, who fault is that? The Cowboys and Dak? I don't think it's anybody's fault.
You actually just got to compromise.
Yeah, exactly. That's just a meeting in the road. It happened, but I think you go to the drawing board. Is my point. Normally, it don't seem like they are. It don't seem like they digging in hard enough to try and get this deal done. I will blame that on the Cowboys because I think it's right on the cusp of being done. So just get it done already. You know what I mean? Like when they was ready to get Zeke's deal done, as soon as he flew his ass back in, he was ready to sign. Let's see. Manuel says even the workout they had, not Zeke, not Dez, not anyone else got in trouble. Only one that is in contract talks got criticized. BS. Got a point there. I think he's talking about the workout where they were at the center and where he was working out with Dez and with Dez and Zeke. So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, people gonna get criticized. It is what it is.
I don't know why people's worried about the money. Money isn't the issue. and everybody who's in the know, money isn't the issue. It's contract length. Here, here it. This is what it is. The salary cap is about to spike up by the by by actually 2027. The salary cap is projected to be at 475 million. Say if Dak gets paid 40 million a year, Dallas wants to get him a 7-year deal. By the time he hits years 6 and 7, he is gonna count for less than 10% of your salary cap. That's a steal. That's what the Cowboys want. Dak wants a shorter 3 or then 4-year deal, so actually he can re-up again. Money is not the issue. The damn Cowboys don't care about the money he's asking for. They actually want to lock him into a longer deal. So his cap number it is gonna look minute. Dak could be making 40 mil while the damn top quarterback is making 75 million.
Yeah.
That is the issue. Money is not a issue. Stop believing the Cowboys when they say that. The damn Cowboys can sign whoever the fuck they want for whatever price they want. Salary cap is not an issue. That is they only damn sell that to the fans because the fans are dumb. Period. Point blank.
And then what the fans do is, oh, he turned down 33 million. You know what I do with 33 million? No, we don't, because ain't nobody offering you that on your couch. No, we don't. You know what I mean? 33 million, you can't feed your family. Like, and then we believe in all these dumb memes out there and all of that stuff. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's contract negotiations, but we don't gotta leak fake manufactured stories in order for us to try and bring them to the table. How about, out of good faith, just reach out to his agent and let's hammer this thing. You know what I mean? Like, all it is right here, like trying to paint a bad picture of a guy that's actually leading your franchise and doing all the things he's supposed to do, don't look good for you. Because if I'm a player growing up, like, I've loved the Cowboys all my life, but if I'm a player and I'm at LSU and I'm seeing what they doing to Dak Prescott right now, I can love you from afar, but I'm looking at the organization and I'm like, hey, they treating the guy that's doing everything the right way, that has outplayed his deal, that has been a model citizen for the most part, that has never gotten in trouble, that has been to every workout, that hasn't missed a game. This is how they treating him. The guy that's busting his ass for this whole franchise, keeping everything together for the most part. This is how you treat him. If I'm a free agent after my rookie deal, why would I want to come to Dallas?
Think about this. Did you know Christian McCaffrey was about to get a new deal? You
No,
didn't
no, I
know.
know Christian McCaffrey about to be.
What? He got a new deal?
Hell, I didn't even know he was up, bro. I didn't even think twice about it. That
And
was mentioned one time.
that is how it's supposed to work. Like, oh, we didn't damn know Golf and Wentz was about to get new deals till it was announced. But the damn Cowboys, oh yeah, that turned down.
Hell,
Oh,
if
oh,
Christian
actually,
McCaffrey
that
was a
really
Cowboy,
won't
we
fit.
would have known. We would have known that he had gonorrhea in college or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'd have made something up and manufactured something stupid in order for the fan base to keep talking about it. And it would have been on First Take. It'd have been on Undisputed or whatever the hell it is. And we talking about something that's just asinine, something just stupid.
I am damn still waiting on Mike Florio to drop that Dez tape.
Which one? I can't even remember.
Damn, him beating up somebody. You remember?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
really about to ruin Dez's career.
Man, look, that tape is somewhere where Detox is, where Area 51 is. Like, that tape don't exist, bro. It don't exist. Don't you think TMZ would have paid $1 million for that damn tape to come out? Come on.
If Dez really did something, that damn tape would be out.
As a matter of fact, when they have to manufacture stuff like that, that's why I know that they're close to a deal. They're probably going to announce it pretty soon. But I think that I'm not sure if they do it in order to try and get people to lower their prices, or if they just try and do it to leak information to get people to talk about it in order to sell tickets. in order to just be in the spotlight?
It's a little bit of both. Cause I'm because I'm like, all this ain't necessary. Y'all could have got this deal done last year for damn cheap. Y'all, they actually probably gonna pay him almost 10 million more a year than they would if they did it last year at this time. Was it worth it?
Exactly. So one comment that I wanted to talk about was Mr. Wright, Antoine Myers was talking about Steven or whatever, and how Dak, I think what he was trying to say earlier was that how Dak kind of got to get himself together because Steven is cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like Steven don't play that, and why I disagree with that is Steven make y'all think that. Steven ain't that. Zeke ass was in Cabo last year. Demarcus Lawrence told their ass, I ain't getting surgery until you pay me.
And they
So
damn turned over and damn showed they belly. All they do is talk tough and end up, okay, we're gonna make you the highest paid player.
they said all that crap about Dez, and Dez got his money, didn't he? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like Steven talked tough, but in this situation, we all know Dak has the leverage. So really, they better hope Dak don't say, I want a damn trade. That's what they better hope. Because if that situation happens, we already know they can't fight, they can't evaluate no damn quarterbacks to save their life. He got a better chance of getting them a quarterback than they got at getting their own selves a quarterback. Dak know that too.
Yep, because whatever quarterback they would pick in the first round is gonna bust.
It's a fact. They go ahead and they get Tua. All right, bet.
Tua gonna bring his damn hip in training camp.
Shit, Dak get hit every play, bro. He get hit every play, and he took his sacks down by almost 30 sacks last year, and he got hit every play, bro. That's the quarterback y'all want.
And actually, people don't realize getting damn Tua, you actually gotta reshuffle your whole O line. He is a lefty, so his blind side is the right tackle, not the left tackle. You damn gotta switch everything around for damn Tua.
Let's see. Oh, we got the golf and the Wentz. We got the golf and the Wentz arguments or whatever. Um, but Quest 36 is pretty much saying golf and Wentz haven't lived up to their contracts. They're second tier quarterbacks and got all that money. At the end of the day, I don't care what they've done. It was just their time. It's Dak's time now. It'll be somebody else's time next year. But you better hope that somebody else ain't freaking Patrick Mahomes and he come in with $50 million a year. I'm just gonna tell you that now. Sign this young man now. Sign him now because Mahomes is coming up. Deshaun Watson is coming up. It is not looking pretty for the quarterback spot, man. If he said 35 million is cool right now, and he won 3 years, fucking sign him right now. Excuse my French. Sign him right now. I mean, you guys can work that out later on, but trust me, you don't want to pay him $30 million now, and then next year you in the battle with Mahomes and Watson and anybody else that decide that they want to be a quarterback or whatever, or redo their deals. You don't want that, bro. What's
Because
up,
the franchise tag next year is 40 million.
What's going on, E2? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me add him to it. E2 is here, guys. E2 is here. What's up, E2? You there?
Can you hear me? Hear me?
Yeah. Man, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. What's going on?
Yeah, man. So we sitting here, we talking
What's
about
going
the
on,
Dak
Elton?
situation.
What up?
So yeah, right now we're talking about the Dak situation. We're talking about
Dang, he damn
we're talking
stepped
about the
out.
stories that, oh man, where'd he go? He got out of here real quick. Okay, this is what Swaggy D said. I had to put his comment up there. Give Dak 4 years. If he can't win the championship in those 4 years, then trade him after that.
Well, if he does 4 years and then we actually give him a 4 year, why we actually need to trade him?
Why aren't we trying to find another quarterback? I'm still trying
Y'all
to
still
find
there? I
another
don't hear y'all no
quarterback,
more.
even if I sign him. What up, E2? Yo, E2 Blue, everybody. With the
Can you hear me, Ota?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did y'all blink out or was that me?
That was you.
Huh?
That was you.
Oh, that was me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
talking about the Dak situation, man. We talking about all the stories that popped up today. What were your initial thoughts, man?
You talking about the whole Dak fiasco?
Yeah.
Well, see, this is my take on it, and I said it on my channel as well. I like, you already know I'm the type of cat. When I talk about something, I want to know the whole situation. Before I make my judgment, I want to know what the facts are. You know what I mean? Because there's more than one side to every story. So you
Hmm.
can sit here all day and trash them for whatever, but we really don't know. And all I know is you look at the video, you get how like, get enough. Police officer said, "Hey, it didn't look like they were having." So I'm gonna go by that. You know what I mean? Because when you hear because TMZ, they always they say they got a vendetta against Ezekiel Elliott because always with him and the Cowboys in general. So I don't listen to a lot of that sparse stuff that those talking heads and those news outlets be talking about. I want to know the facts. So I look at it like this: if the police said that it wasn't no party, it wasn't no damn party. You got they talking about 30 people was there, wasn't enough food for 30 people. Whoever put the tape out there and so the TMZ, shame on them for trying to get money. But what Dak needs to do going forward, whenever he has get-togethers like that, he need to confiscate everybody's phone, no recording, none of that. So that's just my take on it.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
same way how I feel, you ain't gonna sell me out for money, and I done invited you to my house.
And I'm gonna feed you. Like, damn. So feed
Exactly.
you and you're
Come
gonna get a
on.
paycheck off my name.
I'm feeding you, and I'm feeding you. You gonna sell me? You gonna sell me for $1,000 a TMZ? Come on, bro.
I don't even care if he had 30 people. It don't matter. Down is principles.
Facts. Facts.
Bro,
Yeah.
stop snitching.
So E2, what do you think about Steven's comments about him talking to Zeke and Dak about social distancing and all of that stuff and not having those parties? And he's pretty sure they're not going to have those anymore.
Well, I mean, he very much probably said that, and again, what he said was more than likely taken out of context. Because basically, what he was saying was he probably just had a conversation with both of them. Was like, look, you the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I know you don't see that yourself as like, well, you know, Dak still think he one of the boys. You ain't one of the boys no more, bro. You are the quarterback of this team. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to understand. And he's still young. He's still got to learn that. When you're the leader of the team, you got to make sure you dot your t, you cross your T's and dot your I's. You know what I mean? Like, you got to make sure when you're doing stuff like that, that whoever's around you, there's nothing going on. So I'm pretty sure that what Steven said to him was like, look, y'all got to be careful. You guys are going to be in the limelight. You are the Dallas Cowboys. This is what happened. So I'm pretty sure he just had one of those little lecture moments with him. I don't think it was anything serious.
Probably not. For me, I was just telling Elton for the most part, and everybody heard. If y'all ain't talking my contract, bro, like I don't want to hear none of this. Like, like I mean, at the end of the day, man, let's get
No,
this
I hear
deal
you.
done.
And I'm not talking about it until he get his contract.
Fact. I can have 40 butt naked strippers over here until you sign my deal. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna do like you all. I'm gonna have a party every day until you sign, until you sign my contract.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
And ain't nobody wearing masks.
Sign that contract, bro. So, right, but see, this is the issue with the contract, and a lot of people not understanding. It's really simple. It's the Cowboys want 5 plus, Dak wants 3 to 4. So it, they already come to consensus on but the dollar amount it ain't the dollar amount no more. It's just the years. Because Dak is trying to double dip. He's trying to get his little contract now, and he's trying to dip in again later. And that
Yo, E2, you there? You barely hear.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you
Hold on.
now. Like I don't know if you got dead spots over there or not, but for the most part, what I can get out of what you were saying was that hello.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. Because his jumping in and out audio wise.
Nope. I mean, I can hear you a little bit, but it sounds like a Mr.
Oh,
Robotic.
oh my God. What about now?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's better. Hello?
He can't have a certain amount of dollars.
Gotcha. All right, now you're perfect. Now you're good.
Did you hear what I said?
I kind of got a gist of it. It's not the dollars at this point.
No.
That trying to, dip in now to the market what it is right now, and then with Mahomes and Deshaun Watson and those guys sign their deals, he trying to make sure that if he, plays his 3-4 years good, then he can, get dip into that market as well when the salary cap takes that big spike like it's supposed to.
Right.
What's going on, Miss Jackie?
And like Okoye said, I'm as a grown man, what are we sitting here talking about what a man deserves anyway? Like, who am I to tell Dak what he deserves money wise? If he gonna go get the bag, go get the bag, bro. Sign him, and let's get these games cracking, man. That's all I'm worried about at this point. Let's get it done.
I agree, man. At the end of the day, like I tell people, your roster only gets better when you're solidified at quarterback, and then you're able to make roster moves and stuff. Right now, we're not able to do what the things that we need to be able to do because we don't have our quarterback locked down. Right now, they're playing games like we're gonna draft Jalen Hurts. Like, come on, dog. Just like y'all tried to tell us that Tony Pollard was comparable to Zeke when he was out. Like, y'all really think we believe that crap, man? Just go ahead and sign him to his deal. 3 years, player option 4 or something like that or whatever, and then whatever, man. I mean, go ahead and find you a quarterback. If he wants to find him a sign a 3-year deal, sign him to a 3-year deal and go ahead and groom a quarterback for the 3 years. If that's how you feel about it. If you feel like you don't want to pay him at the end of the 3 years, if you think that's your Super Bowl quarterback, though, if you truly believe that's your quarterback, you making that deal happen is what I think.
to me, if they wanted a longer deal, they actually should have done it last year. He is totally free now. Zero, 0 years left. You actually gonna have to do what he wants, or let him go. Obviously, they don't want to do that.
Exactly. That's where I'm like, we can say Steven Cutthroat all we want, but Steven ain't stupid. That's one thing nobody gonna ever say. Steven ain't stupid. He know who his quarterback is. He know they lucked up. Everybody knows we lucked up with that. They ain't
Yeah.
stupid.
Okay.
If he didn't feel that was his quarterback, if they not gonna sign him, why are we even
I
having
know
that
my laptop
conversation?
is already connected to it, so
Why is he even having a conversation with Dak or whatever about social distancing and stuff? Anyway, if he don't believe that they're about to sign him, or that's their quarterback, it don't make sense. Like we can
you
say
don't know the password.
they cut through it all we want, but nah, bro, they ain't stupid.
Not at all. They just need to get the deal done and just. So actually,
Fire.
because I am damn tired of this drama. It's always something every year.
Yeah, I agree. Last year was this year. It's not as much Zeke, but Zeke is tied in it. Yo, Zeke got a story every year,
Yeah,
bro.
what's the password?
Yeah, he do.
Every year.
Yeah, he might have been
Which
his
which
only
router?
2 years.
Damn, man. But yeah, we gonna get ready to wrap this
Hold
up,
on,
man.
guys. I'm trying to fix my network.
I mean, I fix his network. I do want to hear. I do want to hear your drive stuff, man. And Elton, you got to drop off, man. Let me know. Um, but E2, curious why you working on stuff.
Yeah, I'm here.
Who are five names that you looking at in the first round? You there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who are five first round that you could see as possibilities?
Y'all can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to get on my mom's Wi-Fi network because I was on my actual network and it wasn't working.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm back.
I
I
bet.
heard you say my name, but I didn't hear it. It was like, yep.
All right. So five names of possibilities at number 17 on the first round. Who you got?
Um, so on my mock draft, I did two different mock drafts. On my first one, I had Xavier McKinney, and reason why is because, in my opinion, I think that CJ. I know they're looking at CJ Henderson, but CJ Henderson is probably going to go before them. Um, they like Grant Delpit, but that's probably their last option. Kinlaw's got health concerns. He might drop a little bit. So I think that with the people that will be in that area, it's either Calevon Chason at number 17 or Xavier McKinney. And I had when I did both of my mock drafts, I had one for one of them and one for the second.
Gotcha. Chase Song is a guy that we all agree on. He's probably, I mean, really, he's probably the number one guy right
He
now.
is.
I think that they have a shot at getting. Um,
Now people are knocking on him right now, but he has a very high ceiling. He's one of those guys that hasn't hit his potential yet. Like he's good, but I think that if you get him, you're gonna look back and be like, "Oh, I'm glad we made this investment."
agreed. Agreed. I think that, and also with the type of guys that if they're allowed to play, being Randy Gregory and Alden Smith, who we have yet to hear about the reinstatement and stuff like that. If he can learn behind those guys, you got yourself a player right there, and that's
Yeah,
actually a hell of an investment right there with those guys. So I'm with you on that. I agree. Plus, you'll have you also have Armstrong, so we'd have a pretty good arsenal as far as the pass rush goes.
they forgot about Dorrance Armstrong.
I didn't. I actually think you're gonna have a breakout year.
Oh, I believe so too. What we gonna do with Tristan Hill? Poor Tristan Hill.
That ain't no poor Tristan Hill. It's damn Christian Shard and Rob Marinelli. Poor them
They
for
better trade him to the Raiders.
Bro, don't that piss you off? You were staring in the mouth. You were staring directly in the mouth of Taylor Rapp and Juan Thornhill. And you go and get goddamn Tristan Hill
yeah,
and the
Adams
man
here.
and you basically like
Or,
like let's say it like we in college. You basically redshirted my man for the whole year.
and then he might not even fit into what we're doing right now.
I don't think so.
Damn.
And then Mike McCarthy and them probably looking at it like, damn, we stuck with this mug. At least for the rest of his rookie contract.
And then this is what we do. We let Rob Marinelli tell him, "Oh, Taco, yeah, nah, we good on that." Like we wait for Taco to get good, and then we send his ass packing.
That's bruh. You might as well have kept talking. This is the problem, and I've been telling fans this all the time. In this Garrett era, man, I understand why fans act the way they do. because we've been pigeonholed, we've been cornballed, we've been the laughing stock for the last decade, bro, under this Jason Garrett era, man. But I keep telling fans all the time, especially on my channel, when 2020 is a new era. So we're this is the Mike McCarthy, Mike Nolan, Bones era. You know what I'm saying? Like we're doing something different now. So we gotta change our mindset just a little bit. Now, granted, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but it's damn sure gonna be better than what we had with the last regime.
Agreed. Now I'll ask you this question: how much better would Taco be with the new scheme that we're about to bring in here?
Oh, I think that he would have been much better if they would have kept Taco. I think that Mike McCarthy and them would have did something good with him.
Yep. But you see why that coaching staff and why that regime is gone now. Now we got what we got here. So, um, new beginnings, new beginnings.
You could tell you could look at Mike McCarthy's face and tell like when he look when he's talent evaluating these players and he's looking at what he got on his roster, he probably thinking in his head right now like Jason Garrett had all this talent on this team and couldn't bust a grape with it. Watch and see what I do with it.
Agreed.
Now, and I'm tired of people and I'm
Jason Witten, thank you for your time. We don't need you anymore.
now
God.
now look, I agree with you guys, but I'm still gonna give my man this respect. I'm gonna give him his just due. He had a great career with the Dallas Cowboys.
He did.
He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer when his time is up. And I give him all that credit. But like you said, best of luck to you in Las Vegas. He'll probably be one and done out there, and then he's gonna end his career. If I were Jason Witten, if I wasn't staying with the Dallas Cowboys, because it's a legacy thing. You don't want to tarnish the end of your career. That's the same thing that Emmitt Smith did when he went to the Cardinals. You don't want to do stuff like that. That's the reason why Eli Manning was smart. That's why he retired. He knew that the writing was on the wall. He wasn't going to be with the New York Giants anymore. So he basically hedged his bet to say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and head on out.
I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna head out.
You in the ring of honor in the damn few years, but thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
any of you guys have an opportunity to watch the Cowboys Steelers game from 2016 when they showing the classic on NFL Network?
Which one?
Cowboys Steelers when Zeke and
Yeah,
Jackson were rookies.
yeah.
Jason Witten in that game was balling, wasn't he? It looked completely different, right? Completely different. That Jason Witten, if we had that Jason Witten, we might be talking about something completely different. The guy that we had was a shell of himself. He was a shell of himself when he left the first time. We should have made that move a long time ago. Should have made that move a long time ago. And it took a Mike McCarthy to come in here. He's about football, and that's what I like. We can tell from his energy.
Now, what I'm liking right now, and I think I talked to you about this DMV before about the whole conversation with Mike McCarthy and Jason Witten when he had that meeting with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy told him, he said, "Look, I don't mind you coming back on the team. It wasn't a matter of him being on the team. It was what Mike McCarthy told him. He said, look, you could be on the team, bro, but guess what? You ain't about to start over Blake Jarwin." And that was the conversation. And Jason Witten was like, "Oh, my bad, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and head on out to Vegas, because but if he think he gonna be a starter over there, he probably got another thing coming too, because he ain't gonna start over there either." But I mean, that's the dynamic. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now, that they're giving Blake Jarwin the reins. They're basically giving the opportunity to fail. So if he comes in there and he does good, and I think he will, with this West Coast offense that we're moving to, I think things are gonna look up for him. And I like that signing of Blake Bell. When they got Blake Bell, that was a really good signing too. That was a sneaky signing. I like that one.
Me too.
Yeah, I think that we have nothing to lose with that signing right there. We're not really looking for it. I don't see any tight ends in this draft where they're going to make a
No.
difference anyway. So I do like that
No.
signing. You got bringing the
I think
champion,
Harrison Bryant is a sleeper late.
possibly.
Who?
Harrison Bryant.
Oh yeah. There's some of the big tall white boys, the tight ends that's in there that can give you some production on the back end. Like if you want to get somebody in the fifth well, we don't have a 6th round pick, but if you want to get somebody in later rounds, you could get one of those guys and develop them. But um, I figured like this. I don't think they're going to pick a tight end. I think what they're going to do is they're going to get an undrafted guy, and he's going to come in and they're going to battle, and then I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the 3 that we already got on the roster right now.
True, because I mean, in all actuality, I really liked what I was seeing from Dalton Schultz as well. I mean, a
Yes.
lot of people like Jarwin, but I
Yes.
really like Schultz. I like his blocking. I like his ability catching the football. I don't know if he's necessarily a polished route runner, but he always seemed to make a great
He
play.
always made the right play.
Huh?
I said he always made the right play.
Yeah, exactly. I think that the biggest thing with him is just not getting enough snaps. In my
But
opinion,
we don't
Blake Johnson too. I'm like, why is Witten playing 90% of the snaps?
because
That was even the deal they told us.
because he went like this. They was like, Jason Witten, it's time to get off the field. He's like, nah. This is my favorite third and 9 play right here. We're gonna
They was like,
go
okay.
ahead and
And look,
okay.
I don't know if you had-
You know, Jason Garrett will follow the leader ass. Oh, okay.
I don't know if you had the opportunity. I
But
did
what
a
I'm loving
video.
right now,
I did a video on the last drive of that Eagles game. I want you to go pay attention to Jason Witten that whole drive. Jason Witten couldn't get off a jam, and Jason Witten was used as a clear out guy the entire time. And I'm thinking to myself, why is he on the field?
I said that same thing. I said, why is Blake Jarwin not in on this situation? We could have threw a seam route 20 yards down the field to this dude right on that individual play for a first down, and it would have made all the difference in the world.
On the 4th and 8, this is the lineup. They had Gallup on the left.
Tavon Austin.
They had Tavon Austin on the right. Then they had Jarwin in the slot, and then they had Witten. So they had trips right with Witten and Jarwin and Tavon. Who the hell is guarding the left side of the field? And we still got a one-on-one matchup like we wanted with Gallup. The corner, I think it was the corner made a pretty good play, but I'm thinking to myself, we took Amari out for that. Tired ass Amari could have been in the slot where Witten was or something, bro.
So that's why Sanjay Lau was not here, because that was on Sanjay Lau.
I keep telling people that Amari
I don't know
quit.
what.
Amari ain't quit.
No, these players are not quit. That was a coaching decision. And you know what I hated about Jason Garrett? He kept like not admitting to stuff when they checked him. They were like, nah, well, that's on the player. Nah, bro, you the coach, man. You make that call. The only, I'll be honest with you, Jason Witten has been the only person on that team that has ever said, nah, I ain't gonna come out, or oh, I'm coming in. These other younger players, they come in when the coaches tell them to. So I don't want to hear none of that crap.
Jason Witten couldn't get off one jam, bro. They had hands on him up the entire rail, up entire the whole head.
Let me hold your old ass down right quick.
Yeah, whole damn Eagles game was the worst game plan on offensive defense you could ever think of. They did everything the Eagles would want you to do to win.
Yeah. That's why Amari Cooper.
Exactly everything. I even made a video that weekend. I'm saying this is what the Eagles need to do to win, and I'd be damned if we didn't do exactly the same thing.
Yeah, Elton. That's why in that I don't know if that's the same Eagles game, but the one I'm referring to is the one where Amari Cooper told Dak, he said, "Look, we're not gonna run that route. We're gonna run this," and because again, we keep doing the same thing over and over again. Rasul Douglas was on him, but as soon as they switched that play up, burnt his ass. So again, I just think that what I'm loving about this team going forward, it's not gonna look like this no more. We're gonna watch Cowboy games next year. We're gonna be like, oh my God, did you see what they just did? It's gonna be a lot of that because this next year, we're not gonna know what to expect from this team because again, it's gonna look totally different. And what I'm loving about it is the unknown right now. We don't know who's gonna be great. We don't know who's gonna do what. I'm just sitting back and just getting my popcorn ready, like Terrell Owens, and love. I'm just gonna love every minute of it.
Yeah.
Think about this playing the damn Packers. How many times we was busting their ass in the first half, then they damn come out the second half and
Yep,
make adjustments and end up walking us down. You're like,
yep.
how the hell did we lose this game?
You know why, Elton?
Because Mike
You know
McCarthy
why?
said, okay, that wasn't working.
I'm gonna
No,
make
you
And
don't know. No, but you know why? Because Jason Garrett had a nerve to be like, all right, well, we're up by 2 touchdowns. Let's go ahead and just ease off the gas right quick. Nah, man, you stomp on their neck until that whistle blow.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily Jason Garrett and it partially was his fault, but if you look at our defensive scheme, and I was watching that Pittsburgh game,
Well, Marinelli, one of them
it
coaches,
was just
somebody.
a
think about
middle
this in
defensive
that last
scheme, bro.
Eagles game. The Eagles had fifth hamstring receivers, and we're playing 10 yards off of them on third and short.
Yeah.
That tired ass Tampa 2 defense. That's what it was.
This is this is not 2002 anymore.
I don't
This
know.
ain't the Warren Sapp Buccaneers Super Bowl bound team. This is the 2019 Dallas Cowboys.
But even if you was trying to build that Tampa Bay team, you need a Warren Sapp and you need a John Lynch. We ain't have neither one of them.
We
No,
would
we
Malik
didn't have
Collins
that.
and we won sack.
We do now. Gerald McCoy. That's your Warren Sapp. That's your Warren Sapp now, Gerald McCoy.
I agree. I mean, and we got Don Terry Poe to compliment him as well. So I
He's
look
gonna be
forward
eating
to
up
that.
them other teams.
Yes, sir. So yeah, hey, I'm about to wrap things up, but
You know what?
before
You
I
know
do
what else I
that,
like too? I
what's
like
up, Brett?
I like these youngsters.
Who?
Oh, just real quick, I like these young secondary coaches, Al Harris and Maurice Linquist.
I mean, funny thing is, I think the secondary ain't gonna be as bad as people think it is. People see that Byron Jones is gone, but
No, it's not.
in in all actuality, Jordan and Cheeto will be hungry. They've always
To
been
me,
hungry.
to to me, that was a bad scheme.
They
You
just
were
need better
damn
leadership.
all
That's
the
all.
damn time. You're gonna give up catches because they always had them off the ball. When
Uh-huh.
damn Cheeto and Jordan Lewis are damn press corners, and damn you got them 7 and 8 yards off the ball every play. Yeah, they're gonna give up catches
Exactly.
because it's there. Why am I damn throw deep on you all the time when you're giving me 7 yards a pop? I'm gonna take that right up the field.
All day.
Exactly. So before I wrap it up, guys, I just want to. I had an opportunity to talk to Elton about it. But somebody asked a question to E2 in the comments about the pandemic and how you're handling things, and what are you up to? Are you able to work and stuff like that? So I just wanted to bring it out because we are a family, and we talk about those type of things and how people are dealing with it. So how are you handling the pandemic? How are you? How are you healthy?
Well, I'm healthy. I'm good. I'm just as spry as I normally am. But your boy furloughed, so I'm just trying to just take it with stride, man. I'm just hoping for the best, man. Trying to stay optimistic at this point. Hopefully there's an end soon. I wish people stop barbecuing and doing stupid stuff, but
You ain't
it
get
is
that
what it
invite
is.
to Dak's party, man.
Nah, I ain't get that, John. I'm mad.
Me too. I'd have been. Hey, look, I don't give a damn. I'd have been up in there.
I like collard greens.
I would have left my camera at home.
Uh,
I'd have been like,
yeah.
oh, I'm going to Dak house. All right, put the phones up.
Hey, look, I'd have known them. I would have known as soon as Zeke was there that it was gonna be lit.
You already know. Zeke seemed like he fun to hang out with.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. So yeah, man. With that being said, we're gonna wrap things up, man. I'm gonna give you guys your final thoughts, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up.
Go ahead, Elton.
Yeah, I mean, should the draft next week? I mean, I don't really know what we're gonna do, but that is a good thing. And everybody stay safe out there.
I'm sad. I'm sad that we can't go to the draft because that Vegas trip was gonna be lovely, bro.
Oh my
John,
God.
John, we was gonna have so much fun, bro, because we talked about it.
I
But
know.
I had to cancel my
but
leave. I was taking
but
off.
hopefully you know what they might do. They might end up doing it again there next year, though. They might try again next year.
There's always next year, but you know what? 2021 looks ugly. Vegas 2020 looked real good, but the year
It
2020
did.
has been
It
some
did.
ass right now. Been the most
Yeah, that I
emotional.
don't like.
It's been the most emotional year for me. Period, bro. I just got finished crying over Kobe Bryant, and now everybody's dying.
I know, man. Like, but the good thing about it is, 49,000 in the U.S. Have recovered from the virus. That's what they don't tell you. So, guys, the media always tell you all the negative, but they don't tell you the positive. So, E2 always going to bring you the positive. So, just look at that number, 49,000 um, recovered from.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So everybody, you out there, wash your hands, wash your ass.
Please wash your ass, because apparently people not wash their ass, because you go to the store, hand sanitizer, toilet paper is gone, but hand wash, body wash, and soap is still on the shelves. I don't get it, but it is what it is.
I don't even know what that's about because this actually don't even give you diarrhea. So what you need all this toilet paper for?
Exactly, exactly. It ain't like you can't come out and go to the store and go get some more when you run out.
I don't know, bro. But that being said, everybody, appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell each time I come out with content. My boy E2 Blue has a channel. Go to E2 Blue. He puts out videos. Probably does one to two videos a day. Go check him out. My boy Elton puts out his stuff. So yeah, just like you see their names right here, go to their channel. Hopefully, I could jump on one of their round tables pretty soon, and we can have some debates and all that stuff. And you know, um, I'll probably be doing another show in the next couple days. If you guys want to get on, we can talk about something else. Pretty sure there'll be something to talk about. And we got the draft next week, so can't wait.
Yep.
All right,
All right, everybody. Peace.
peace.